taking you to Wick in the United Kingdom here. I'll just take to the top there. See the latitude, the longitude, and if I bring us back to here, it's 1 month, ending on the 10th. That's when I did this. I just saved it, and it's T gamma. And when I come down here, you can see it's buzzing along at about 100 110. But we get to here, and if I just scroll down, you can see that basically on March the 7th there was a switch off for a few days. I'm going to try and access this now by going to a week. See what happens. Okay, we got that. So let me see, on March the 7th about lunchtime there was a switch off. They didn't switch on until March the 9th about 6 in the morning, something like that. As you can see, it's turned off. We got a peak around about March the 6th, tiny little peak that came up there, but obviously whatever happened on the 8th was a bit of an issue. Just bringing you to Applecross here, United Kingdom, and I've got it set on 1 week, and the date is up to the 10th, 6:50 in the morning. I've got it set on polyline. Let me see. Let's see, it's on polyline. And if I take you to the dates, we can see that on the 7th at 6 in the morning to March, well, probably actually on the 7th it's probably about lunchtime. And on the 9th, sometime before lunchtime, it's switched back on. And I'll take polyline off so you can see the gap clearly. And there goes polyline. So, and you can see there's lots of ups and downs, which, you know, these are very averaged out software, but whatever's happened here is taken it above, and they've just taken it out. So we've had 2 days there, and you know, obviously eurdep's not working properly. I managed to get these, but so that's Applecross, United Kingdom, and I'll just show you all the latitude details on eurdep for that. And eurdep on the home page isn't giving us a T gamma, it's just got T now. Okay, we're at Ultabia, United Kingdom. We've got T gamma, and when I come down to the dates, you can see that on the March the 7th at lunchtime there's a switch off, and on the 9th it went back on. And in fact, actually, for the UK, that's kind of a crazy pattern. I'm going to stick on polyline just to see what that's about. Okay, so you can see some bad stuff going on there. This is the Hinkley, I believe, and I think got a bit crazy down there, had some big clouds for a few days, decided to switch off. Embarrassing. And let me see, I've got that on 1 week, and you can see it's up to the 10th. So now I'm going to do a month, and we're going to have a quick look at that. So in London on the 19th we had issues, but looks like there's been a lot of peaking, going up to 140 on the very averaged out map. So that's kind of very suspicious. Got lots of drops, lots of peaks. It's talking about a big range. It's what I was picking up. I was picking up between 0.15 up to 0.29. So I managed in London on a slow release, and it would have been, if you were standing in the street, this thing would have taken about an hour to an hour and a half to get past you. At 30 miles an hour heading into it, I got through it in 35 minutes. And we're at Stirhead, United Kingdom. Got the longitude and latitude there, and I'll just show you the eurdep marking with its details. We've got 1 month. We've got up to the 10th again, and as you can see, I'm taking off polyline a minute to see if there's any other breaks. And here we are at Dalcross, Inverness Airport, United Kingdom. Of course, this is all up in Scotland, and the jet stream has been coming from the USA, hitting Scotland and Norway, and the circulating pattern from Europe tends to come in northern England. But anyway, so we have another switch off, exact same time, coordinated all around the UK, like the Italian ones that we were seeing. Interesting that they're having to do that. Here we are at Dice, Aberdeen Airport, Scotland. Switch off there too. Coming to Shawbury in the United Kingdom, we have T gamma, and just to show it's not just a Scotland phenomena, the 7th to the 9th switch off. Lots of well, for a UK map, lots of up and down movement there within 0.01, but then they have to turn off there. So this is interesting. Tried some of the Newcastle and Manchester, but they have no monitors. Well done, Nottingham. Monitors working for a UK one. As you can see, it's one of these straight line affairs, but when we get to here, and it does look like a very coordinated switch off, and we're getting sort of further south than the UK now, so we're kind of looking at UK pollution. This is the weather system from Europe or from the west of UK. As we're coming more south, Brize Norton, you can see the switch off there, 7th to the 9th. So it's definitely coordinated. This is their new way around of dealing with nuclear waste, is to ignore it 1 week, and that's that. And on this one I'm going to try a month, because we should be getting 0.29 peaks a little bit earlier. Let's see. Not too sure about that. Okay, this is not very definitive. Looks like the old map issue, but there we are. Brize Norton, United. Okay, we are talking Hinkley here. Gatwick, United Kingdom. That's south. That's just south of London, and we've got the same break. And I'm going to take this to a week because I want to see the exact time. Lunchtime. Yeah, I mean it's pretty much the same. You know, there's only a couple of hours in difference times, people turning off. But Gatwick, T gamma, 1 week up to the 10th, 6:50 in the morning, GMT. Finally bringing you to St Catherine's, Isle of Wight, United Kingdom, and we're getting about as south in the UK as you can get, more or less. South central, and the switch off was also coordinated there. So March the 7th to March the 9th, and we had 2 days. And there's a lot of flus going around now. And don't forget, I was measuring stuff before, you know, especially let's go to the month. Let's see what they got. Is it the straight line thing? Oh yeah, straight line, straight line. 19th. That's when Hinkley went off. We got a dot just there. That's Hinkley going off after it's shut down. We had Bath as well, and that's what I'm wondering about when we're talking about Bath. There's a reactor that they're closing down, and I just find that interesting that the timing is, you know, we had the Hinkley one earlier which didn't show up on this. The .29s didn't show up on this, so what the hell was travelling around south of England and north of England, depending on the wind, Birmingham, London, and what was hitting on these dates? You know, what hit us for that 2 days? What did they release? What were they worried about us finding out about? So we were getting, in London, I think we were getting up to .17. I wasn't monitoring all the time. So, you know, an hour or 2 hour cloud of .4 could have gone by without me noticing. And certainly without this lot noticing. There you go. St. Catherine's, Isle of Wight. Let's go to... we're in Saint-Lô, in France. And I'm just taking you down here. And you can see switch off, switch off, switch off. Oh, 7th switch off to coincide with the UK one. Our French brothers were doing that, but they also, oddly enough, turned off on the 24th, 23rd, around about there somewhere, 22nd maybe. Don't forget 19th was when we got a big hit, but they had a big hit slightly before the 19th. But then they've got caption going off and the Hague, so we're getting some high readings on eurdep there if we could access the details. And I think just quickly to confirm, we go to Rouen, France. It's all around the sort of Le Hague area. So we've got breaks there, as you can see. Just out of interest, let's go to 1 week view. Let's have a look at that recent one. UK switched off. Here it's the 8th to the 9th. So they've only switched off for 1 day, which is interesting. In England, 2 days, just around about 2 days. In France, just 1 day. Maybe the clouds of contamination broke up by the time we got there. They were able to switch off for a shorter period of time. Very coordinated. You've got to admit, the French are very efficient in diddling the monitoring. I thought I'd pop off to Polluting, EDF in France, and I just wanted to show you the break. It's a week view, T gamma, the 8th to 9th. So one. Okay, we're in Paris, and we come down. I mean, there's very low measurements. Sort of agrees with Creed on that, and we get to a nice little gap there. Good 24 hours again, sort of just to show you that, you know, all across France a switch off. And just taking you to Avalon in France. Just have a quick look there, and I think basically we've got another 24-hour switch off, nicely coordinated by the French monitoring system.